Hello, I'm the DM, and you're listening to Campaign 2 of Fools and Flagons, The Tales of Archeron. We livestream on Twitch at twitch.tv/Fools&Flagons. That's Fools, the letter N, Flagons, every Friday at 7 p.m. Central for Tales of Archeron and 6 p.m. Central for Storm King's Chaos. If you'd like to join our community and talk not just about D&D, but other games as well, consider joining our Discord. The links can be found below in the description. Do you like us? Like, really, really like us? Consider donating to our coffee page at ko-fi.com/Fools&Flagons. The links can also be found in the description. Donations and memberships are never required and always appreciated. We have no gated content for members only, and all proceeds go straight back into making Fools and Flagons an even better experience, and it helps to keep the podcast alive and well. Are you ready for some D&D? All right then. Grab your drinks and raise your glasses. It's time for the Fools and Flagons podcast.
Grab your drink and raise your glass. Make a mess and kick some ass. Dungeon Master has no chance. It's time for Fools and Flagons. Raid the dungeons and slay the dragon. Sharpen your sword and prep your wagons. There'll be death and tons of magic. It's time for Fools and Flagons. Time for Fools and Flagons. It's time for Fools and Flagons.
Sure.
Alrighty. Hello everyone, and welcome to Fools and Flagons, a D&D campaign made up entirely by me where I come up with shit, they roll dice, and they prove that the stuff that I came up with doesn't fucking happen. Alright, well, aren't we just a lively bunch today? I guess I'll go on through the announcements so we can actually roll some math rocks.
Yeah.
If you are watching us live on Twitch, we do stream this live every other week on Fridays around 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. I don't know what it is West Coast. You guys do the math. You're big children. But if you are watching us live, we do want to go ahead and thank you for your follows, subscriptions, and bits. We will not be verbally recognizing them, but these guys will be in the chat paying attention to you more than me, and they will be sure to thank you profusely. We do want to give a big thank you to our longtime supporters, Martyr, Gene, and Cargo, for being tavern members over on our coffee page. Actually, where's the button for that? There we go. If you like what we do and you would like to support us in any way, shape, or form, please consider coffee. Or ko-fi.com/Fools&Flagons. Links are down below and in the chat. Every penny goes back into Fools and Flagons, keeps the proverbial lights on, and lets me...
A lot of fucking lights.
I got a snap from Kirsten. What'd you do to me?
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
It's you guys.
Right. Oh, well, thanks for the update. I had no idea that we were playing D&D. It's weird.
It's weird.
Yeah, I got completely thrown off track. Anybody else got anything that they want to announce? Okay. I don't foresee there being any future delays. I've only got like 2 more football games, and one's tomorrow and one's on a Thursday. So we should be good as far as my schedule for playing Dunda. Dunda? Okay. Well, if no one else has anything, grab your drinks and raise your glasses. It's time for Fools and Flagons. I sweat my whistle. I'm about to do a fuck ton of reading, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, a fuck tone.
A fuck ton of reading. All right. So, the last time the math rocks fell, the Tempests finally departed from the country of Takatari to continue their roundabout tour of the world. The next stop on their journey was the port city of Ariminum in the country of Romana, where they could purchase passage across the Alboran Sea. Before they could make it to the Roman capital, their chartered airship was attacked by an adult blue dragon. The blue beast seemed intent on bringing down the vessel, but was thwarted by the relentless attacks from the Tempests. Though the dragon was defeated, it wasn't without cost. Not only physical, but mental as well. Pez was rather shaken up by the encounter, wishing for nothing more than to plant his feet firmly on the ground again. Kasumi had a brief scuffle with gravity, but managed to save herself from plummeting to a rocky death. And Lakin gave an in-depth review of dragons and their kind. The airship itself limped into port in Ariminum and settled into a dry dock for repairs. Unable to unload Cassie for fear of toppling the ship and the wagon itself, the captain urged the Tempests to rest and enjoy the city for the day while repairs were made and everything was unloaded. So we rejoin the Tempests now as the city of Ariminum lies before them and the Alboran Sea and their next destination is at their backs. So, you're in the middle of a busy, bustling wharf. You're right on the water's edge. You can hear the seagulls cawing. You can hear the shouting of deckhands, of large crates being lifted, moved, dropped, ropes creaking as pulleys are used to move materials around. I think out of all of you, Lakin is probably the only one that would have been in this city even for just a few days or so. So this is all very new to you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the city part. What's going on right here? Not so much.
Correct.
I have in my notes that we were on our way to the inn. And hospitable? Does that make sense? Is that the name of an inn?
Hospidia is the name of the inn that the
Hospidia.
captain recommended to you. You're not sure where that is. This is you've flown over the city, so you've seen the scale of this place. He just said like, oh yeah, Hospidia. And then just said, go on, get away.
Be gone. I think I'm being carried by Lakin right now.
Yeah, you were fireman carried.
Yes. You are incredibly hungover.
Yeah.
I'm probably just like looking around, trying not to freak out. I sound really loud on your stream.
I can turn you down a little bit.
But yeah, I'm just trying not to panic again.
Well, to your benefit though, at the very least you have ground underneath your feet, unless you're sitting on top of Zahn, who is laid across Lakin's shoulders, but that's up to you.
I think I'll be waddling along next to them.
Okay.
Well, we clearly need to ask someone how to find this place. Does anyone feel like talking to a stranger?
Sure.
Okay.
I will go up to an official looking member of society, someone like a dock master or a local guardian.
So, as you're walking along, mostly what you see is dockhands. They're all milling about. None of them are making eye contact with you. They're very set on their task. But as you proceed a little bit further along, you do see that there seems to be a small crowd gathering a little bit further along on the dock side. And there's various heights of creatures, but they all seem to be gathered around what looks to be like a gray-haired head, and there's some shouting going on the other side. Very, very near to this little gaggle, you see what looks to be the aft end of a ship that's just facing straight upwards. There's various ropes and lights hung across it. It almost looks from this particular vantage point that the aft part of a ship has been turned into a structure of sorts.
We should go towards that building.
Okay.
And we waddled away.
Sprinkle the very
Rico
obvious
is-
breadcrumbs.
Rico is just
overwhelmed because lots of people, so she's like holding on to Kasumi's sleeve again.
The good news for you, Moriko, is that while there are a lot of people, none of them seem to be paying much mind to you whatsoever.
It's still people.
No, I'm aware. I'm just saying that there's that level of not giving a fuck that's... I don't know how helpful that would be for you. So as you get a little bit closer to the group, there's general murmurings and talking of the people that are gathered around, but there's two voices that really stretch out over the crowd. One sounds, for lack of a better word, calm, but also very stern. And you overhear things saying, the goddess's anger is not to be ignored. Then you hear a much higher pitched, gravelly voice that you can't quite see the source of.
So you're saying that you want me to close down the entire port? The whole thing? For a rumor?
Ships that sail without blessing risk her wrath.
And your toes risk the wrath of my dagger if you don't stop.
More of this back and forth dialogue happens until eventually it seems that the higher pitched, gravelly voice gives way, and you more see a door swing open and then slam shut that kind of rattles all the different knickknacks and trinkets on the outside of the structure. And the crowd seems to part as the gray-haired top of the head that you can see, Lakin, starts to move away from you. The crowd around starts murmuring, and you hear bits and pieces, some of it in common, some of it in Romanan, which most of you would never have heard that language before, except maybe Kasumi. But you're hearing them saying things about Seto, and that, now they've got to go tell their captain that the port's been shut down by the high priest. And they slowly begin to disperse and move around, and they're not really making way for you. If you're kind of in their path, they're gonna shoulder bump you just to move on. They don't seem aggressive. You're just another thing that's in the way, and they want to move on.
Oh yes, shoulder bump the 7'5" orc. That's a good idea.
Rough and tumble, they don't care.
Well, I'd like to walk over to this high priest. It looks like the bunny's coming with me.
Well, the high priest is currently walking away from you, is unaware of your approach. He's wearing kind of sea green blue robes, kind of draped over one arm, and he has what looks like a wooden staff, but it has a trident pronged end to it. Yeah, and he's just kind of slowly hobbling away.
Oh, well, I'm pretty sure I can catch him at my
easily.
general stride. So, I'd like to get within maybe about 5 feet, 10 feet from him and be like, what are these rumors that you spout?
The figure turns around to look at you. And where's the group chat? There's group chat. He turns to look at you, and his brow seems furrowed. And he kind of regards you fairly steadily. He doesn't seem very off-put by your appearance or demeanor. There was word of a dragon attack. Clearly, Seto is displeased with this city once more.
The dragon is dead.
It matters not. It is an ill omen.
How long have you been following her ways?
Longer than most. And you can see he's he's on the older side in his twilight years. Every hair on his head is gray. The wrinkles sink deep into his skin. And he seems to be using the staff more for support than decoration at this point.
So a dragon attacks, and you assume the Lady of the Seas is involved.
The fact that it was a blue bodes the ill omen.
We are close to the ocean. It is not without the realm of possibility.
Kasumi pops up next to his side. Did you ask Seto? She looks at the old man.
Of course. She is my
Did
deity.
she respond?
I interpret her will, child.
Oh, I just didn't know if you just talked to her directly.
I speak to her directly.
I'm pleased to see there is another follower in our midst. However, I have spoken, and the port is closed until we can put this matter to rest. It seems that you are foreigners here, and you do not understand the history of this city. I wish you good day. And he turns and starts to slowly shamble off again. Going, like half the speed of smell.
I have a feeling that he didn't actually talk to her.
I hate clerics.
Or Zahn.
Shut up, you're passed out.
So
So-
the port is closed.
Okay, but now how are we going to convince them that it wasn't her fault?
Well,
The dragon's dead. What else do they want?
humans are humans.
Well,
They
I mean,
require seeing things.
are we able to directly communicate with Miss Seto and show with him?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you could put on like a big show and performance and just be like, yes, I'm speaking to her and she says everything's fine.
I could
But what if
literally.
everything's not fine?
Well, then at least we'd know the truth.
Fair.
Well, we can't do anything with an unconscious bunny.
I mean, there's
There's
plenty we can
also-
do.
I was gonna say, there's plenty you can do with an unconscious bunny.
We should probably try to find that inn then. So at least we can set him down and tuck him in. Prop him
Yes.
up so he doesn't die in his sleep.
Dare we say how much I don't like clerics?
You did just say that about a minute ago.
Especially when he claims to speak for her.
Yeah. People say that a lot, and I'm realizing that they don't actually know what they're saying until they've done it.
Kind of want to kill that guy, not gonna lie.
Well,
No
people
killing.
also didn't believe that I speak to Shenshei directly. On multiple occasions.
It would be so easy.
Well, okay. We
No blasting.
learned our lesson.
Nobody's tall enough to do that to my hand DM.
Rico's just going to jump up and bap.
Literally climbing up your coat.
Just climb him.
Stop it.
I could turn him into soup right now.
No.
Listen, we don't need to repeat any bad decisions that we've done in the past. We just need to behave ourselves, figure out how to convince them that everything's fine so we can continue on our way.
You know, ever since I've joined your crusade, everything is just more difficult.
Well, it wouldn't get any easier if you just killed everybody.
Well,
No.
we'll do it your way. All right.
Save the killing for the orc tribes.
Oh, there's going to be plenty of killing before we even get there. Judging off of the experiences I've had in the last 2 weeks, All right. We need to find a guard or something. Find somebody.
Kasumi just like quietly looking around.
It's just giving people time to pipe up if they wanted to pipe up. That's all. Stop it. There don't seem to be too many guards in this part of Ariminum. It seems more that the various crews are policing themselves.
What if we just ask a random person?
At least for Lakin's sake, you do not see the traditional legionnaire armor or plume of an officer roaming anywhere around.
Is the name of the inn the Hospitalis? Hospitalis?
Hospidia?
Hospidia, yes. You there, young man.
You just point at a random dockhand. What do you want?
Do you know where that Hospitalis Inn is?
Hospidia Inn.
Yeah, that one.
You want to go to Rufus's place?
I asked.
That's clear across the other side of town. Near the front gate. Real shithole that one
Front
is.
Gate?
It's a shithole?
Well, came highly recommended from the airship captain. Okay, where would you stay?
Depends. What kind of place are you wanting to stay in? You got coin? You want some company?
No.
Just rooms will be fine.
How far do you want to walk?
Keep it within a few blocks of the dock would be nice.
There's the Golden Eel right on the dock. Then you've got Tabernet Dragonalier. It's a little bit further in. Still nearby.
Are any of those pet friendly?
What do you mean?
I'm just curious.
It's a simple question.
He's just looking down at you confused because he doesn't see a pet anywhere.
Does the Golden Eel allow animals?
Depends on your definition of animals.
Clean.
He kind of chuckles and looks around the dock. Hey, you won't find much clean around here.
Well, good thing we know magic.
Look, if that's all your questions you got for me, I've got work to do. I don't need me boasting up my arse.
But the Golden Eel is over there.
Yeah, I can't miss it.
I appreciate your time. I give him a gold piece.
I can quit, finally.
You see him looking around and he's just like, he tucks it into like a deep pocket into his tunic. Right. I'll be going to the Golden Inn myself later.
Well, hopefully we'll see you there. I'll buy you around. And we go.
Okay. All right. So.
Do.
So, further down the docks, you see a building that looks like it's been there for a very, very long time. It's very rustic. It's well kept, but you can tell that after a point they kind of stopped really caring about giving it paint and trying to fight the sea salt air. It's been patched a bunch. It's got mismatched planks. Definitely looks like there have been pieces taken from a ship to kind of just fix it up real quick. Like maybe if you look at this really shiny figurehead, then you won't notice the actual hole that's behind it. But even from outside, you can hear that there's a fair bit of noise going on inside, but it's all good-natured revelry. There's just chatter. There's songs being sung that vary between people that sound like they know what they're doing and then other people that are just kind of slurring along. Let's see. Yeah, it's about midday, so the amount of sounds and drunken slurring, it seems like this place is pretty much hopping at any point in time with the regular coming and going of ships.
Seems like a good spot.
Well, as long as it's a place where we can put Zahn down and let him sleep off however much he drank.
Always just needs a little hair of the dog. It'll be all right.
All right, well, let's go check it out.
Okay.
And we're walking.
Stepping inside, you see that there's a slew of tables, most of them occupied. No high-class people would be caught dead here, but this is the kind of place where you would expect to see people who have been on the sea for most of their life. And they'd get excited to find one of their friends is here as they happen to be in the port. Towards the back, you can see that there's a bar with a fairly burly, beer-gutted barkeep standing behind. And above it on the wall behind is a giant wooden eel that seems to have been painted gold and has very shiny glass-like eyes. Barrels line the wall underneath it to where it looks like it's even following the curve of the barrels that it is hanging over. It smells of ale, salty air, sweat, but it also feels like the kind of place where you could have a private conversation and no one would overhear it just because there's enough noise going on. There's a couple of servers weaving in and out around the crowd, dodging random hands that are trying to get a little bit handsy. There's the smell of food and different kinds of drinks wafting around. And you see an older woman carrying a single tankard, female human walking towards you, hair in a very, very loose braid. Her attire definitely seems like the kind of ship dockhand that you've seen before. Faded white blouse, wide brown belt with different trinkets and beads hanging from it. She walks right up to you, grins. Hello there, dearies. Welcome to the Golden Eel. Some new faces I've not seen before.
Yes.
Kind of leans to the side and sees the furry butt. Need a place to prop that one.
Yes.
Well, good news is we've got a fair few rooms available. Just the room? You staying for a drink?
Oh, most undoubtedly.
Very well.
We should probably get a few rooms in case they're not finished with our cart by the end of the day.
How many rooms do you have available, madam?
Well, it depends on how long you intend on staying. Some people here take a room for a few hours, and then others stay the whole night. Some are cleaner than others, if you catch my drift.
About a couple of days.
Yeah. We'll do 2 days just in case, and if we don't need it both days, you can keep the deposit.
Well, generous aren't we? But how many rooms are you thinking? There seems to be a fair few of you. Not uncommon to share one or two.
2?
One for the boys, one for the girls.
Yeah.
That was 10 silver pieces for 2 nights, 2 rooms.
Outstanding.
Excellent. Well,
I will fork over a gold piece.
ooh. Someone's made a good haul.
We did just kill a dragon.
So the rumors were true then. We were attacked by another blue.
Wait,
Well,
another?
You must really not be from around here.
We arrived by airship just today.
An airship, no less. That does explain the concern. The gold piece has vanished, by the way.
Oh, yes.
That does explain the concerns of... Well, your gold has bought your
another-
rooms, and I suppose a little bit of information would be well in store.
Mhm.
A few months ago, perhaps half a year, the city was attacked by a thunder of blue dragons, and many buildings were destroyed in the process. The old sea goddess herself was irate that some were trying to circumvent her realm. So the passage of another blue dragon does not bode well for us.
Well, this one's ruin has been smote upon the mountainside.
That is all well and good, but where there is one, there's usually more. Especially if it's a blue.
Where do these dragons normally fly in from? Which direction?
I was not paying attention when we were attacked before. I was serving a guest, and next I knew there was alarms, explosions, fire, burning, screaming, shouting. And then the Emperor slayed most, if not all, by himself, and order was restored.
During this conversation, Kasumi is half listening, but also, since she noticed a few of the bar maidens getting harassed, she has started a little game of herself. She's cast Mage Hand, and if any men look like they're reaching out towards the bar maiden, she is either jabbing them in the ribs with the mage finger or giving them a wet willy.
Okay, so here's the thing about the wet willy, though. You need to wet it. So how are you wetting the wet willy?
Drink.
Okay,
In the beer.
because
And the drink.
half of me is kind of hoping that you're just watching someone like drunkenly go for a girl and you just
Like, she is 100% harassing them back with a floating hand.
Okay. Make a sleight of hand check as your
Okay.
mage hand is technically still visible.
Isn't her mage hand invisible though? With mage hand Ledgerman,
Does she have
let
mage hand
me check.
legend domain?
she would be the class to have it. As an
I just
arcane
don't know if
trick.
she has that yet, or if she took it. I thought it was something you had to like decide to take.
It should just.
It doesn't say it on the spell itself. Hold up, let me take a look.
Yeah, I'll peruse as well.
I can make it invisible.
Oh,
Yep.
okay, excellent. Then
Yep.
yeah, so you watched all of these girls and even some of the fellas. They're very, very deft and they're kind of used to it. So as you're going and retaliating for them, though the hand is reaching to, grab a little pinch, they're swatting the hand away themselves without even hardly looking. They're kind of skirting away. But you get a good couple jabs in there, and you damn near started a fight at one table as you get one guy right between the ribs, and he turns on his buddy and just kind of sloshes part of his drink in his face, thinking that it was him that did it. So you're just having a grand old time.
She's got a little satisfied smirk on her face. Her goal is just to get them to leave the women alone. So with them turning on each other, that's just a bonus.
Yeah. It's a little bit of a uphill battle. Because I forgot to share what she looked like.
No.
Yeah, I lost my train of thought. I was distracted by you jabbing people in the ribs and getting little liquid diet wet willies in there.
Dishing out some karma. It's fine.
Before I forget, my name is Corinna. I run this particular establishment. Well, don't let me hold you up at all. If you wish to find a table to sit and rest your woes with this particular payment, I am more than happy to give you a round of the house special if you so wish.
I will give her 5 more gold pieces. Keep it coming, my dear.
You just made this old heart go a-flutter. Right, so that will be... and she kind of looks at your shoulder again, and holding her own tankard that's about half full, she kind of brazenly just, like, pokes Zahn's, like, upper thigh / butt area. Is that one dead?
He imbibed a little bit after our bout with the dragon in celebration.
Right. So for now, then.
Yes, he'll be catching up once he awakens.
Well, you snooze, you lose. Right. Have a seat. I'll send Tasari after you. She'll know what to look for. And she steps away, giving a little nod of her head, and she goes and kind of starts glad handing some of the regulars that she sees, catching up with some various sailors here and there. But she seems to be fairly well liked here. And Kasumi, you'd get a little bit of a like, yes, I'm doing the right thing, as she sees one of her girls getting pinched, and she just walks by and just like right on the back of the head of the person that did it and just keeps on walking. They get a good chuckle out of it. They laugh. It seems to all be in just kind of, in general, in good fun.
Yeah.
Casual harassment, you know.
Oh, Kasumi continues her game.
I can't stand tables in the open areas.
Well, are you going to take Zahn up to the room?
Oh no, I'm going to put him in the seat next to me.
Oh, are we going to weekend at Bernie's, Zahn?
Okay.
Yes!
Hell yes.
You could put Pez's goggles on.
I mean, he could.
All right. You said that you didn't want a table that was in the center of the room?
Yes, a booth, preferably.
Most of the booths seem to be occupied.
Shit fuck.
Yeah. This place is fairly hopping.
I wonder if those people would be interested in a lecture on dragons.
I will stay here until you are finished.
Alright, watch this. And I hand Zahn over to Kasumi.
She can't hold him up.
Make a strength saving throw. I want to see if you get toppled or not.
I'm not that big.
She's not that strong.
She's a fox.
Oh, yeah, no, you're
in
fucked.
human form right now.
I have a -1 to my strength.
Get better. Let's wait.
Good scrub.
Oh, actually,
Rico's right there. She can help you.
that was surprisingly high. That's a 16.
16. You definitely have to take a step back, and he kind of starts to go down, but then you notice that there's an empty space on the bench that you're kind of stumbling towards, and you kind of just like guide him to plop onto there instead. The two people on either side kind of glance around and look at you and look at him, and they just go, eh.
Yeah, Kasumi's now winded, and she's like, "Hey, how's it going?"
Wait, how close are the fluffy tails to me?
You're knocked out.
I'm aware. How close are the fluffy tails to me?
I don't know, because I think you're kind of like half kneeling on the floor, and your upper body is slumped over on a bench.
You're doing this.
Yeah.
So your face is basically between two other dudes' knees.
So it's kind of
Mariko's
gay.
just looking at Kasumi. How am I stronger than you?
Because this is not really me.
Fair.
Yeah.
I can show you Mariko if you want.
Or
Okay.
Kasumi goes into fox form and just sits there, and then she like bites onto Zon's like. Zon's wearing pants, correct?
In my armor.
Okay, well, she just bites onto like the pant leg and starts yanking back. She's not moving, her feet are moving, like she's doing like the little dog on the end of a chew toy.
I don't have pant legs, but just biting bunny leg.
Yeah.
Look,
That's
she
a
asked if
foxy
you had
bunny,
pants,
that's
and you
all.
said you had armor, and she bit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't bite for very long, but enough to prove a point.
All right. I'm looking for a table large enough for our group that it's in a booth. I know that most of them are occupied. I'm going to pick one and walk towards it.
I know what you're gonna do, so just make an intimidation check with advantage.
Oh, wow. Well, it's a 19 on the dice, and I'm a charisma-based character, so this will be fun. Okay, D&D Beyond. Okay, D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond.
All right. With a plus 10 to intimidation, that's a 29.
God. You walk up to a table, you don't even introduce yourself. You just start going with your dragon rant. And within 2 minutes, you have convinced them that it's time for them to get back to work, regardless of what their walking capability is.
And the red dragons, they are ivory in nature at birth, and they grow to this
Christ.
ornate red hue once they've extended beyond the... And there they go. Why does everyone
God.
always leave when I get to the good part? All right. Anyway. Hellos. Hellos.
I have a genuine question.
Uh-huh.
If Mariko listens to Lakin lecture about dragons enough, would she be able to eventually polymorph into a dragon? Because I think she would have a pretty good knowledge of what a dragon is at that point.
I mean, these
Yeah,
guys
you've seen
fight
a dragon.
dragon.
At,
so it'd be
the
like-
moment, because generally speaking, polymorph, you can only change into things that you have seen. So
Okay.
you have seen a blue dragon. That would be what you
Okay.
would be able to turn into.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bleh.
Bleh. Great
Alright,
question,
go to
though.
the table.
We have had that conversation in the past, and unfortunately, you do need to
Okay.
actually have seen the creature itself. Yeah.
Pez? Pez, where are you? Pez? Pez?
I appear next to him.
Ah!
Seth.
Oh. I have found a suitable booth for our companions.
Okay.
Would you like to get them? Or I could, because I don't know if they can move the bunny.
I mean, I can move him. I beat him in an arm wrestle.
Oh, shit. All right. I will leave it to you, warrior.
Okay.
Plop.
Oh, are you sitting at a table now?
At a booth.
Kasumi is going to sprint over in fox form.
I'm guessing.
Just
Seeing that-
skirting
Mariko.
between the legs.
See that Kasumi just like dart away because like, okay, so she's gonna try to pick up Zon herself.
I
You're
assist.
stronger than her.
Okay. Both of you make strength checks for me.
Good thing I don't have a negative. Oh, natural 20.
Oh,
Oh,
I got a 17.
you just hoist him over your
a 17. So Mariko, you start to go and grab for Zon's legs, and Pez hops up onto the bench where the other two gentlemen are, and he kind of just like scruffs Zon chucks him upward and gets underneath and just kind of like is there, and he's just ready to go, and you're kind of like trying to get between Zon's legs to like get him on either side of your body to start waddling him along. So Zon, you're kind of just face first, just kind of bobbing underneath while Pez is holding you by the chest and Mariko has your feet. Pez is not struggling in the slightest. He's just
Up, 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 up.
But yeah, you're able to get yourself a booth with the clever recitations of dragon lore. And
I don't get it. I just don't understand.
Kasumi is going to poof back into human form, sitting next to you.
I had to look at this. Technically, he can lift up to 330 pounds.
who, Pez?
Oh, Pez?
So technically, he can't lift me. Unless
Yeah.
he's carrying capacity. If carrying capacity is what he's doing, no, he can't even. He's not even close. Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
blurring
Kasumi just
some lines
popped
for
up.
this campaign.
It was a nat 20, you know?
Yeah.
I was just curious why.
I mean, to be fair though, Pez did win an arm wrestling contest against everybody.
Yeah.
So
arm wrestles
Yep.
doesn't mean you can lift 500 pounds. I don't weigh that.
You weren't there.
He has to arm wrestle me.
You weren't there. But
Sounds to me
anyways,
like the title is under threat.
Kasumi pops up in the human form, sitting in the booth next to you. Were you talking about dragons again?
Yes.
Okay, well that seems to be quite effective, so we'll have to keep that method in our pocket for later use.
That was such an underhanded compliment.
You're welcome.
Nope. Lakin?
Is that Don's
good.
body floating in the crowd?
I believe that is Pez showing off.
Oh, I do see Pez under there. Huh.
Hello.
Ah, you brought my rabbit. I will grab him from you, Pez. Pick him up and set him in the corner of the booth. Against the wall.
okay. Zon, in your drunken stupor, you're how much you've been moved around and been bobbing, your subconscious thinks that you're back on a ship.
The way.
So he's sleeping very well.
Yeah. He's like 2 dreams away from bragging about how much sleep he's getting at the moment. Very, very shortly after you've laid claim to this booth, a small female halfling comes weaving her way through the crowd towards you. She's got 2 2 flagons of beer in each hand, 1 in the middle, and 2 more kind of pressed against her. She's got all 5 and she's doing it by herself. And she just wanders right on up to your table, and somehow she just manages to get, like, with a little hop, she just kind of like pushes them all onto the table and just like a perfect semicircle as she sets them down.
There's your drinks there, loves. Give us a shout if you need anything else.
And she starts
Thank
to
you.
wander back off.
Kasumi is going to pocket a gold coin in her apron with my mage hand.
Do a reverse pock picketing check.
Pock picketing? Okay.
I said what I said.
Pock picketing.
I flubbed that word the other day and I'm going to use it for forever now.
That's sleight of hand, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. My brain just went blank. Hold
Welcome
up.
to my world.
I have to do math. Does a 33 do the trick?
Yeah, she's going to end up in her room later on and just go, what the fuck?
Okay.
All right, so what you all have is called, it's the house specialty called the Golden Eel. It is a spiced rum cocktail.
Ooh. Now we're
You know,
real
roll to see
pirates.
if you like it.
Yep.
A 13.
13. It's not terrible. you can definitely force yourself to drink it, but it's got a bit more of a bite than you were really hoping for. It starts off as kind of like a smooth honeyed rum kind of taste, and then at the very tail end there's a bit of like citrus and peppery kind of bite to it. It's very interesting.
Gulp.
And it's gone.
I slide mine over to Pez as well.
Gulp.
And it's gone.
Oh no.
I slide Zon's over to Pez as well.
Gulp.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Look, Pez has been drunk a couple times before.
He has.
Is it a con save?
You were almost asleep for 4 days. Once.
Ooh, 11.
11. After the third one, you sit there for a second. Thunk. Chin just rests on the table, and the eyes start kind of chameleon. Just kind of going everywhere.
Well, I hope we weren't planning on doing anything today.
I don't think we can do anything today.
You just kept giving him more.
Well, it would have
Another.
gone to waste.
Another! I mean, I'm not planning on drinking mine, but I'm not sure we should give that to him.
Oh, go ahead, give it to him.
Are you sure you can handle this?
Nope.
Give him your juice.
Do you have the ability to
Choice of
handle
words.
him if he can't?
Oh, yes. He fits in a pocket.
All right. She's going to use her mage hand to shove it over towards you.
Gulp.
Make another Constitution saving throw at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Why?
Because you just drank
'Cause you're-
4 spiced rum cocktails.
Within, like, a
And
minute.
you're like 35 pounds.
And I was about to say, you're the smallest of all of us.
Yeah, you are literally, at this point, you are a third rum.
14.
14.
Ooh.
You kind of got a bit of a second wind. Your eyes are still blurry. You can't really focus on much, but you know your
You've
friends are
actually been
close.
cross-eyed this whole time.
See, the fourth one balanced him out to now everything's steady.
And I'm no longer boba.
Equilibrium.
You're just trying to look around people. It's all right.
Special boy.
Well, so what's the plan to try to convince these humans that Seto's not angry?
Well, I was going to talk with her tonight anyway,
Okay.
and see what's up.
Is there a mayor we could talk to, like a government official or some
There's
sort
an
of-
emperor.
Last time we
Nice.
did that, it didn't go too well.
Nope.
That's because we were forcefully brought there.
By that damn Kenku.
Kasumi,
Mm-hmm.
make a history check for me. And Pez, if you want to attempt it, make a history check, but at disadvantage.
Okay.
Can you remember?
You remember?
13. One of those was a 19. I wish I had that, but 13.
13? You don't remember
17.
anything. 17?
Nope.
Kasumi, you've actually sort of quasi-met the Emperor by proxy. Back when Princess Enna, was nearly assassinated on the docks. The Leonin Emperor was there with his right-hand man, and neither seemed fazed by the attempt. They were simply staring off towards where the attacker was, ready for a battle.
Oh, the big lion. The big
Mhm.
handsome lion.
Yes.
We have actually met him.
When I say met by proxy, I mean that you were standing there when they arrived, but you were never introduced. But you have seen him
Right.
in very, very close proximity.
Right.
Yeah.
He was in the Knightly Kingdoms. But I am just not remembering. I think it was me, Pez, and Zon that would only remember that.
Yes, I would remember that right now.
You.
Mr. Lakin, what are you doing on my boat?
There's no cattle on this boat.
I mean,
From what I
go on.
from what I remember, which is not much, he did not say very much, but he was big and kind of scary looking.
Just because things are big does not mean they are scary.
Well, but he was both.
I'm big. Am I scary?
Yes.
Depends on what you're doing.
Especially when you do
Because
that
when you-
weird thing with your face.
Are you
Yeah, like
existing
the-
right now? Then you're scary.
No, like the big like undead look thing. That can be a little intimidating, but now that I know you, I know you're fine.
Yes. Do we need to purchase anything while we're here? Maybe visit some shops?
I can't think of anything that I need in particular.
I mean, we could restock on supplies if we need supplies or ammunition or something.
I could always review any magical artifacts for sale.
That would have to be a tomorrow thing.
Why? They're
Ah.
all drunk. Well, just John. Kez is doing remarkably well.
I'm floating.
I have a feeling if Pez were to stand up right now, it would not go very well.
He doesn't need to stand. I will carry him.
I attempt to stand up.
You do stand up for a second, and then you topple.
Look at me, I'm fantastic.
Well, let's see here. What was that little halfling girl's name?
I don't
Waitress.
remember her name, but she was very sweet.
She didn't give us a name.
Oh, did she not give us a name, DM?
I thought she did.
The owner
The
said
main-
that she was
yeah,
going
the
to
owner
send
did.
someone towards you, but the girl that delivered the drinks just kind of.
Do I see her?
Make a perception check, because she is quite small and there's a lot of tall people around.
Small.
It's the second 19 in a roll I've rolled.
Damn.
That's a 19.
Sorry. That's just not what I was expecting. It does take you a minute to spot her, but you do see the curly brown locks dodging around through the crowd.
Madam!
She comes hopping off towards you. Yes, looking for another round.
Well, actually, I was looking to see if you had a pail or carafe of water.
Bit of an odd ask, but yeah, I can get you some water.
It's for that one, and I point to the bunny in the corner.
Oh no.
Enjoyed the rum a bit too much.
Yes, a little bit. Need to get him up and moving. Do you have, by some chance, maybe an elixir or alcoholic cocktail that will zap some energy into him?
Not so much that, but we do have plenty of good dishes that could soak up whatever's in his stomach.
Lots of protein. And bread.
Okay, sounds like the Kraken share for you then.
Sure.
Grilled seafood, roasted potatoes.
Oh, I'm sure he'll do fine with that.
All
Is
right.
anyone else hungry?
Pez might need something.
Pez, would you like some crack?
Yeah.
2 of the Kraken.
2 of them's, bit of water. I'll be back. And she
Thank you, my dear.
dashes away. All right. A couple minutes go by. She comes back with the water first. Maybe 5 to 10 minutes after that, she comes back with 2 large platters over her hands, just dancing and weaving around the other patrons, and she slides them both up onto the table.
Right,
There you
Pale,
are.
that's for you. And then is there like a big shrimp on here? Like a big old fat juicy jumbo shrimp?
It's not shrimp, it's more fish fillets.
Any crab?
Wow.
Wait, no, I'm sorry, there is shrimp on this.
You rapscallion.
Yep, I was looking at the wrong dish. My bad. Yes, there is shrimp
It's
on
hidden.
this. It's
grabbed
got shrimp,
one of the shrimp.
octopus, and whitefish.
I grab one
Ooh,
of the
octopus.
shrimp and I hold it in front of the nose of the bunny.
Zon, make a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage for me to see if this.
Disadvantage, you slut.
You drank a lot.
I'm not arguing. You have every right to do this, and you're right. But you're still a slut.
Wow.
Is there any bread?
First one was
There's
really good.
potatoes.
The second one was better. Damn it. Okay, well, that'd be an 18.
18.
Yes.
You start to stir a little bit at the smell of food wafting in front of your nose. But you're kind of in that weird fugue state where you're not sure if you're like actually smelling something or if it's your dream self smelling something. But it is definitely at the very least infiltrated your dream state that there's food in front of you. And yet
This
somehow
my
you
boat
cannot
is
quite
attacked
reach
by a
it.
giant shrimp. Nah.
Come
No,
to the
it's-
light, warriors on. Come to the light. Come to the light. All right. I'm going to grab the carafe of water and dump it on his head.
Oh,
You know what?
On me?
Between the shrimp and the water, you are roused from your stupor. But you
Then I put the
are
shrimp in his mouth.
you are like you're definitely in that state where the room is still kind of moving even though it's not.
Oh god, Kasumi, if I do have 3 heads.
I don't. But are you
Liar.
okay?
Just this is Zon with both of his hands on the table, just really wide-eyed as he's just looking at everything.
Look in front of you, warriors on. A feast.
There's your thumbnail.
Oh, I'm writing. All right. So Zon, I'm assuming you probably tear into it pretty effectively.
Okay, Zon does not waste any fucking time. Or uses the utensils, like he would ever do that anyways.
Right. So Zon hoovers up his food, starting to sober up a little, but the shock of the water is very quickly drifting away, and he's kind of getting into the wobbly, unstable state again. Still conscious though.
Pez, are you enjoying your food?
I'm just shrimping.
God damn it.
How did I know you were going to say that? I knew it before I even asked.
I'm mad about it.
Well, so your plan is to go out shopping today?
Do you have another plan, Kasumi?
Besides, try to figure out how to convince people to open up the port again so we can leave?
What did I tell you I was going to do this evening?
Yeah, I know.
And it is midday. You know, I could walk at the bottom of the fucking ocean and get there myself.
That sounds like a lot of effort.
Not really. I don't feel it.
He gets a little bit smaller though as the ocean just kind of crushes him.
There has to be air inside you to decompress.
You've got cavities.
They're open. They will
Can I,
fill
like-
with water.
Can I hold a shrimp up between them?
Between who?
Between my cavities?
No, I mean like just between Lakin and Kasumi, just because Pez.
Yes, as you're having this little conversation, just a little.
No, thank you, Pez. I
That-
do not require that.
I'm fine. Thank you.
You sure? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The shrimp just comes back down.
It's not quite the same
You
as
hear Pez.
not quite the same as like the sushi I'm used to.
Actually, it's literally the same. It's fish.
It doesn't smell the same.
Herbs and spices.
Yeah.
Try it.
No.
Shrimp.
Just waving the shrimp.
Because all you're doing is coming up with negativity.
How can you say
I'm
no to
just-
that face?
Look how adorable he is.
Shrimp.
And less dirty because he got wet.
Rico's
Maybe
trying to
shrimp.
sneak a shrimp from Pez's plate.
It's not hard. His eyes are going full chameleon, but they don't lock onto anything.
He's looking around you. He can't see you.
His blind spot is right there.
Kasumi grabs a potato.
Their eyes are based off of movement.
If she moves slow enough, he can't perceive her movement.
Okay, Drax.
I'm eating a Zargnut.
Kasumi grabbed a potato.
Okay.
Potato.
And like, are they whole potatoes or are they diced?
No, they're the kind of like wedges.
Okay, yeah, she just grabs one and just starts gnawing on it.
Pretty good. I mean, they're fried in something that made them nice and crispy on the outside. A bit of pepper on them. They're tasty.
You just hear the crunch from her little canines.
I look over. Is Zon face down in his plate, or is he still conscious?
I'm still conscious, but
Yeah.
eating. So still face down on the plate.
Inhaling.
I have turned into a vacuum.
Zon, do you want a beer?
Calm down, Kirby.
Zon just looks at you
Okay.
and fucks
I
up a
grab a
glare,
napkin.
so he just looks really fucking stupid.
I grab a napkin and I dabble your cheeks because you have food all over them. Do you want a beer?
Nine.
What do you have to have a beverage? Do you want some water?
Yes,
I can get some more water for you.
Vent water.
All right.
Water.
Would you fucking cretin? All right. I will go up to the barkeep at this conjecture.
Okay. It's a fairly rotund male dwarf. He's doing both the bar and also cooking at the same time. Looks like he's overworked, but he's also grinning ear to ear and seems to be completely enjoying life. He looks up. Hey, what do you want, biggin?
I will give him the formal greeting in Dwarvish of Kazak Kadrin, which is, Hail to the stones.
Rock and stone.
Yeah, rock and stone.
Diggy hole.
Hello, my dear dwarf. Would I be able to procure a vast quantity of water from you?
Divine vast quantity.
Oh, perhaps a gallon.
I got a barrel. Small one.
That'll work. Perfect, actually.
Salted or not?
Unsalted, preferably.
That'll run you a bit more. That's going to be about 5 copper pieces.
That's fine. I put a gold piece on the counter.
Oh. His hand just thunk. Barrel. Boom.
I stick my large bony nail through the front, pull the top off, give it a smell. Is it saline-like? Brackish? Is it fresh?
It's fresh. It's not salty.
Okay. That'll work.
It's potable, but it's not going to be, like aquifer.
It's not Dasani.
Yeah.
It's not
I
Orlando
think,
water.
my good man.
Oh, come back anytime, yeah.
Oh, we're going to be here for a couple of days, so we're going to spend quite a bit of money here. All right. And I walk back.
You hear an excited little as you give that information. What dwarf's
All right,
like
I
gold?
go over and I pop the top off the barrel and I put it in front of Zon.
You have
Hydrate.
a fairly sizable small cask of drinkable water. All right, good talk.
Do you want me to drown you again?
Nine.
No, drink the fucking water.
Fine. Zon takes it.
Done
and
with your
drinks the
shit.
water.
Pez, is Pez alive? Pez?
Yeah.
All right, do you require anything?
Nope. I have shrimp.
All right, you've done very well. 3/4 already gone. Where did you put it all?
You'll see later.
That is concerning. All right, well, as soon as these two finish eating and drinking, we could go gallivanting.
Okay.
Mariko, you're being very quiet. Speak. Speak, please.
She's just
Speak.
been playing with. She's just been playing with Fluff.
I thought you were saying you were playing with shrimp, just like doink, doink,
No.
doink, doink.
Apparently, Fluff has decided to be in her face all of a sudden.
Proud of the shrimp.
Yeah.
Yep. Fucking shrimp.
Hmm.
All right. Well, what's the plan? We can fast forward a bit if you guys like, or if you want to explore the city, you're more than welcome.
Let's find some magic shops. I just want to see what cool shit this place.
Going on a trip in the streets.
Okay.
Do it.
So,
Let us shop. Drunkily.
drunkily. All right. So looking specifically for a magic shop, is there anything like super specific you're looking for?
Oh, general spellcraft and whatnot. Enchanted items, things of that nature.
Sorry, that's kind of what I was asking. Are you looking for like material components? Are you looking for alchemical supplies? Are you looking for just straight magic items?
Just magic items.
Yes,
I
I'd say
don't
magic
need
items.
components.
Okay.
I agree with that. Give me a little bit anything.
So finding a few people in the bar that weren't scared off by your dragon ramblings. There's
It's not scary. It's informative.
It's informative.
You learned that there's a few places that kind of fit that bill. There's the Arcanum Marbilis. That is a traditional magic shop, has various different magical items involved, healing potions and the like. There is the Apothekar, which is an apothecary that sells a lot of alchemical ingredients and things used in the casting of spells, gemstones and the like for the higher end things. And then there's also the one that I was just looking at and I lost it again. It's a big city.
We built this city.
There is the Candle and Bone that deals with protective charms, blessings, and different kind of wards.
The Arcanum sounds like a good place to start. What does everyone else think?
That's fine.
That's fair.
Yep.
To the Arcanum!
Okay. You are directed towards the cultural quarter of the city. It's the district of the city that kind of butts up right against the place that you were called is called the Portus Aurelius, or the Golden Harbor. and the cultural quarter butts up right against that. A few questions here and there. A lot of the citizenry here seems relatively friendly. Most of them are in the Romana attire, but you do see the occasional dabbling of different ship hands, people from other countries. But those seem, as you get further and further into the city, seem a little bit fewer and far between. But you do make your way, asking directions here and there. And the structure is completely surrounded by marble walls that seem to shimmer ever so slightly, almost like there's a bit of a prism layer on top of it. The roof is a similar red tiles of the rest of the city. And walking up to it, you can see a side window where there seems to be a small red-headed halfling girl just kind of leaning in the window, chin on her palm, just staring out blankly into the people passing by in the street, just completely daydreaming, not really paying attention. Stepping inside, you smell the very heady scent of candles and herbs. The shelves holding all the different goods are also made of marble. There doesn't seem to be much wood in here at all, except for the chairs and a desk that you can now see is what the girl in the window was sitting on. On the shelves, you see different potions that are stoppered, rings on display, daggers, and all sorts of things that are kind of just placed here and there. Those of you that are magically inclined, which is basically everyone, there's a veritable hum of energy here, and it's probably safe to assume that things are warded so that they're not easily taken. But
Fair.
you step further into the room, and almost as if just your presence being in there, a soft little tinkling bell reverberates through the room. And the red-headed halfling kind of turns and looks towards you, still in a very dreamlike state. Oops, that's not the one I wanted to. I was going to send that just to Moriko and not the rest of you. She looks at you, still sort of like misty-eyed. Hello. Welcome to the Arcanum.
Afternoon.
Is it? She kind of looks
It
back
is.
out the window. Oh. Well, what can I help you with?
Anyone else?
Oh, I thought you were the one that wanted to look for magical artifacts.
Well, I didn't know if anyone else was interested.
So yes, can Zahn just look around? Like, is there anything that might catch my drunken stupor eye?
Shiny.
To catch your stupid
obviously. Like anything that would stand out, like based on what I like,
A
and
rock.
some of the stuff you've seen me shop before. Is there anything that
It's
might
just a
stand
corpse.
out?
Nothing would immediately jump out to your eye based on the things that you were generally looking for. Well, let me see. Well, there's a lot of different kinds of jewelry laying around, and that kind of piques your interest as, ooh, that's small. It's easy to steal. Just a little swipe and maybe some smashing, and you're ready to go. Other than that, there's not a whole lot that's would really stick out to you, I don't think.
Excuse me, darling.
Yeah.
Do you have any rings? for sale with magical enchantments upon them.
Yeah.
We got a few rings. Some here, some there. Is there any
Well, could
kind
you
that
show
you're
me some of
particularly
those?
looking for? Some kind of effect?
Sorry.
Well, do you have perhaps maybe a ring of protection? Something to embolden my resiliency in combat?
You know, funny enough, I think I did make one of those a little while back.
Yes.
Oh, I guess that means you want me to go get it. Okay. And
I
she
think this chick's more drunk than me.
she just seems very, very aloof and very kind of daydreamy. She had been sitting there and had a quill in her hand, and when she goes to get down, she lets go of the quill. It continues to float there over the scroll that she had been writing on. And she goes towards one of the shelves, and as she gets to it, a stool just zips across the floor with a loud skirt, and she just steps on it like it had been there the entire time. And you see that there's a kind of wooden carved hand with a bunch of rings on it, and she takes a few off the pointer finger, gets to one, puts the others back. Now this one here will run you 7,000 gold pieces, but
And what about rings of spell storing? Do you also carry those?
so you ask me for the ring and then you don't even want it.
Well, I'm trying to compare. I'm very interested in that ring and also in a spell storing ring.
Well, if 7,000 doesn't really catch your eye, then I don't think you'd be able to afford spell storing. And she
Which
goes
is
and
a
starts to
gratuitous
put the ring
amount of
back.
gold.
Sorry, say again?
It is a gratuitous amount of gold.
It's a very powerful magical item I spent a lot of time making.
Well, I have part of that sum. John, you seem to have a lot of money. Would you be able to assist in this endeavor?
What?
Spell
What
storing
am
will
I
be
doing?
about 4 or 5 times that.
Or 5 times? Madam, that is highway robbery.
It's the cost of my services. People have bought them before.
4 to 5 times 7,000?
That's above table. That's fucking ridiculous.
No, I'm aware. I'm like, I'm not spending all of my money on one fucking ring. This lady's mind isn't the only thing in the clouds. Her prices are too. Lakin, I am not 100% here, but even not being 100% here, that seems a bit high.
I concur. Very well, madam. I hope your wealthy benefactors keep your doors open.
They do.
Are you okay? Sumi just looks at the girl.
I'm doing just fine.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. Why do you ask?
Could I do an inside check?
Make an insight check.
Something don't seem right.
Seems more in the clouds than me, and I've just got over probably the worst drunken stupor I've ever been in.
I know. That's what I think. Hold on. Let me check my item because it shows that I have something with the item
With
with
the
the
item.
pendant. The pendant tier pendant that I have.
Hmm.
Because it says something about advantage. Because if that's true, then I need it.
I'd try to help you, but I'd probably make it worse.
Don't. I'm not saying. Well, I don't know why it's saying I have advantage.
Maybe a trade or something.
Weird. Okay. Yeah, because like on my character sheet, it said advantage, and then it was the pendant under that. But we'll just ignore that. That would be a 7.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it's giving you that either. I'll have to go and check the way I built the item because that's not right. Holy shit, that is not right.
Custom items are weird like that.
They
That's just
are.
why I took the time to go check the pendant.
I appreciate that.
But that was a 7 for my insight.
She seems perfectly fine.
Okay. It's probably fine. I'm just trying to make sure, you know.
Well, let's try this. What do you have for 2,000?
2,000. She seems to drift off for a second in thought. You're still wanting rings? Get you a ring of warmth.
I don't know. I'm undead, madam.
You asked the question.
Surely, one as perfunct in the arcane arts such as yourself would realize that a simple no would have sufficed for that.
Look, you asked what rings I had for 2,000 gold. I told you the ring that I had for 2,000 gold. Maybe you wanted it for someone that's not undead and stinky.
Wait, you said
Madam.
2,000? You said 7,000 at first.
Well,
No, it's for the ring of
Different
warmth.
ring.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Madam, you're charging exuberant prices.
I wouldn't charge it if they didn't pay for it.
Who is buying this stuff? The Emperor?
Sometimes.
That makes sense.
Sometimes people come from ships and want something to bring back for their high-class friends.
So you exploiting tourists.
Those words never left my mouth.
So what does the ring of warmth do again? Out of curiosity, is that just keeps you warm and the cold?
Yeah, you have resistance to cold damage. Yeah. And it keeps you unharmed from temperatures going down to negative 50 degrees.
So Zan pulls out his pendant that he's got inside, does the exact same thing other than the resistance to cold damage. So how much would something like this go that does what that does?
What does that do?
It protects me against hot and cold, other than extreme differences in those. You can be in a 100-degree desert and feel like nothing.
Suppose I could probably sell something like that for about 1,500, maybe 17.
Some puts away. Get these for free in Rokusen.
I apologize for taking your time, madam. How precious it is.
That's okay.
I bid you good day.
Real quick, am I like getting the vibe that everyone doesn't really like her or appreciate her?
Make an overall insight check since you're kind of drunk. Ish.
I'm about to banish her to another fucking realm of existence. That's about it.
6.
What was it?
6.
6? You're not 100% sure. She's throwing out numbers for items that you've not really played with or interacted with before, so you're not sure. Lakin, at the very least, seems to be absolutely appalled by the prices that she's offering.
Should I be a douchebag?
Someone has to.
I've walked out of here.
All right, I'll be a douchebag. Is there a spot in her store that she isn't really looking at for a minute?
I mean, at the moment, her eyes are focused on you guys who are there to shop.
While they were having this conversation, would I have been able to slip away at like it's still in the front end of the shop, but like to a little side area?
You could make a stealth check at disadvantage.
Okay. You said disadvantage?
Yep. You've been drinking, boy.
7.
7. You try to slip away and then trip over your own feet, just kind of thud on the floor. So she notices you.
Alright, fine, I won't do it. And we waddled outside.
Okay.
Yeah. She's just gonna leave. She's gonna keep giving her weird looks over her shoulder.
She just kind of lazily waves at you and then goes back down to sit where she was before. And as she grabs the pen or the quill, she starts to write on the scroll.
That was bizarre.
7,000 gold pieces.
Yeah, even I'm not that drunk.
Then a ring of spell storing was 4 or 5 times that amount.
I don't even know what that does.
It allows you to store up to 5th level spells into an item.
Okay. And you just get to use that?
What?
You just put the magic in it and then you can activate it?
Yes.
Interesting. I'm sure there's other places we can go look.
Yes, we can try the boner candle.
To that?
You know what? Bonafide. Is that the plan then?
We're trying to find the bone candle.
Okay. You do have to pass through more of the city. But there's plenty of people that are able to direct you in that direction. They do give you a little bit of a curious glance as you mention the name of the shop. And kind of a like, oh, that place? Okay. Yeah, it's, over there.
Well, what's wrong with it?
It's just a weird kind of guy.
Really? A weird kind of guy?
Yeah.
Does that guy also charge exuberant prices?
Compared to who?
Oh, that slut over at the Arcanum.
Maybe not that word.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm agitated.
No, she always starts off high with her prices.
Is it my face?
It's probably your face. You look fine to me, so I don't.
Fucking racist. I'm going to leave horrible reviews.
You know what? I'm going to invent a service called Yelp, and she's going to be top of the list,
No.
and then bottom
Wait.
of it.
Wait, what's the
First on
hold
the
on a
list
second
and
here.
bottom of it. That's what I meant.
Gotta write a letter and then nail it to the front door. A strongly worded letter.
Dear Canada, you suck. No.
That's what you get.
Just a little bit of dog fur on it. It's fine.
Ew.
It's a little bit of extra keratin. It'll be fine.
Just make a site called Vicious Mockery.
That's not terrible, though.
Have you seen what they're saying on Vicious Mockery?
.com? Or .org?
You could literally take the spell Magic Mouth, put it on a rock, and throw it through a fucking window.
It just
Shatters the window, skitters across the floor. Boo, you suck!
You're racist!
Alright, sidetracked. You do have to pass through a fair bit more of the city. You were directed through the Market Forum, which is a really, really hustle and bustle part of the city. It's kind of... You had seen it from the skies. It's a large, round section of the city that seems to be, for the most part, completely open, except for all the colorful tents and awnings that are set up all around it. There is a massive fountain in the center depicting Talia and both of her forms, the warrior and the poet. You're able to get through this area more or less easily. There's plenty of different vendors that are trying to, hawk their wares at you. Very basic jewelry. Someone's throwing peanuts and other spices at you, trying to sell what looks to be very, very nice different cloths, fabrics, silks. Nothing really catching your eye. A few stalls would probably catch your nose where they're making different kinds of foods. Fried doughs, grilled bits of meat. But eventually you do make your way into the artisan's row where the candle and bone is supposed to be located. This part of the city is less shiny and white. There's... At first, it looks like maybe a little bit more age, but as you're walking through, it looks more like just a little bit less care is taken in the buildings here. There's fewer people walking around in very, very fine silks and expensive jewelry. You're getting into the outskirts of the city as a whole. But eventually, you do make it with a few more questions for directions towards the candle and bone. And let's see. The door seems to be framed in blackened cedar, and the sign is a. It looks like it's made of something white and is polished and made to look like it's made of bone. But there's very, very few creatures out there that would have a bone big enough to make a sign like this. And etched into it and kind of filled in with black is the shape of a flickering candle.
This place looks homey. I like it.
Oh, fingers crossed.
All right. I go in.
Stepping inside, the air... Well, Lakin, you wouldn't notice this, but the rest of you would more or less get punched in the face with the scent of different burning incense and other, nose flavors. It's very warm, and it's also dim. All the light is coming from just the multitude, just the dozens and dozens of mismatched candles sitting on almost every surface. There's pools of wax that drip all the way down to the floor from stacks of books, and it looks like once a candle goes out, another one is just placed right on top and lit from there. You can see along the walls, they're lined with jars filled with different kinds of dried herbs, some oils. There's even a couple jars that look like maybe they're just filled with rocks, and you're not even entirely sure why. Kasumi, you probably recognize a few of the herbs drawing from the ceiling. Different kind of herbs from your country. And towards the back is a counter made of very, very dark wood with silver inlay. And there's a man standing there in very, very dark robes. His hair is kind of stuck to his scalp, a little bit greasy, very pallid. And he seems to just be muttering to himself as he's writing in this tome. And Mariko and Pez are probably the only ones that really notice this right off the bat, but there's a dark shape on the shelf above him that's moving a bit. Very bird-like kind of motion, but it's dark in the room, and I guess Lakin, because of your supervision, you would see it as well. But there is a feathery thing on a high shelf that's kind of turning its head, peering at all of you and the person behind the counter. As the door swings shut behind you, he looks up and seems to look at you with a kind of curious glance. Hello. Welcome to the Candle and Bone.
Nice place you got here.
Thank you.
I was curious, as a purveyor of the arcane arts, what sort of magical items you had for sale.
Magical items in and of themselves is not generally what I purvey myself in. But I do sometimes carry scrolls. But mostly different sorts of ingredients that are common and uncommon.
Actually, that's a good point.
The type of magic that I use would preclude me from using such components. Everything is, well, a part of me. But I would be curious about your scrolls.
That is a bit of a shame. You have a certain air about you.
Oh, sorry, I'm dead.
I can tell.
Good. We don't have to get into specifics then.
No. But do not be insulted if my familiar decides to get a little friendly with you.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh god, he's got an undead chick. They're gonna get married. They're gonna have like undead kids. No, please.
Are you saying this out loud?
No, God, thank no.
Oh.
No, Zon's staring at the fucking wall right now. Wondering
How
why
dare
the
you
fucking
speak
boards are
back
moving.
to me? You're very flat-faced.
He's talking to a candle. A big candle, but a candle.
What was this place called again? I'm sorry.
Candle and Bone.
Boner candle.
Do you have a type you are looking for?
Well, I fancy myself a accomplished necromancer. So, any sort of necromantic scrolls that you carry?
So I am assuming a holy aura is not what you are shopping for.
No.
Yes, I am funny. Let me think, let me see. And he turns from the desk, closing the book, and he starts to somewhat drift around his shelves.
Literally or figuratively?
It's kind of hard to tell with the robes that he's wearing if he's just doing like the little like heel toe walk or if he's actually floating. Let me look through his stuff here and see what he's got.
When I do,
Hmm.
when Lakin is done, I do want to ask him questions. If I can figure out where he is.
Oh, if you, I get it.
You look like a strange candle.
Thank you, Pez. That's exactly what I was referring to.
Oh god, that is so fucking weird.
Right? It's kind of cool though.
Yeah, just no.
Mhm.
She's a witch! Witch!
Let's see here. As he's kind of puttering around, he goes, a bit of a pricey scroll, but generally within your realm. He kind of pulls a book down and then he looks back at you. Do you sometimes wish your foes would turn to dust?
Well, if I can still raise the corpse afterward, it is useful.
Ah, never mind then, and he puts the book away.
I'm assuming you are pointing towards some sort of disintegration magic.
You are very astute. And he continues to look. This one is a bit different, but a similar price range. I bite?
That would be right up my alley.
That one will generally run you about 1,280 gold pieces.
180.
You can make their eyeballs bite.
Not really. You seem to be rather interested in me. Is this a fair observation?
I do not wish to take you back to my place.
Not what I meant. Why does everyone assume that?
You have not been in the
Such a
city for
fucking
long,
forward.
have you?
Okay, let me just explain this as vividly as I can. I have been alive longer than most people that you know. And when I say that, I mean I've been dead longer than most people you know. So,
Age is but a number.
all this flirting. All right. What about 1,100 gold pieces?
Make a persuasion check for me.
It's a solid 18.
I could part with it for that. It has been some time since I had a customer.
I wonder why, though. This place, it is fanciful.
Couldn't begin to tell you.
You could consider a relocation, if it is within your means.
I am happy where I am.
Maybe further into the city would make you more amenable to the other portgoers.
I don't think that would help.
Fair enough. Sack of gold.
You pass over the gold. He opens up the tome that he had, pulls the scroll out of it, rolls it up, makes sure it's nice and sealed, hands it to you.
Right.
Is that all you were looking for?
Unless you've got some sort of crazy potions or some really interesting things.
I do not particularly deal with the potions. That is more Linus's field of expertise.
And where's he, if I might ask?
He is not too far away. He runs the apothecary. It's but a block or so down the road. You cannot miss it. He has all the dangling plants outside with life and nature.
So do you
Oracle,
sell...
you would like that.
So do you sell the spell components? Curiosity.
I sell some.
I'm looking for diamond dust and reliquaries.
Diamond dust I do not have. However, as it is becoming clearer to my attention, it seems that you are in the wrong place. You wish to go see Linus even more now.
Oh. And that's the same person he just said 2 seconds ago?
Same person he said 2 seconds ago.
Oh. I'm sorry.
It is fine. He has his specialties as I have mine. Well, if that is all, I have another scroll to inscribe.
Oh, our main person is gone.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
The last time.
And we waddled away.
Waddle, 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 waddle. Okay.
If it'd be okay if we went to this last little shop, please. I need to replenish some more. Those things that I need. I'm not going to try
Okay.
to say the R word again.
Let's go.
The R word again?
Reliquaries.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
They don't have racism, where's that?
Bet. You just haven't been to that part of the city yet. Okay. Well, we're going to scooch right on along before Lakin can tell us that we're not. You go down the road in the direction that he had directed you. Fuck, I went and forgot his name already. Fucking, actually,
Linus?
you never asked his name. So, the proprietor of the Candle and Bone sends you down the street.
Oh.
And, yeah, you never asked his name, so you didn't get it.
Oh, darn.
Oh, darn. It's very easy to find. It's a building much like the rest that you have seen.
The rest
But,
of Jew?
sorry?
The rest of Jew?
The rest of you? White marble columns, red tiled roof, and an arched entryway. But as you get closer, you see that the structure is kind of almost being reclaimed by plant life. But instead of it being terribly invasive and like destructive, it seems to be very, very well cared for. There's the roofline is dense with greenery. There's bushes, vines, small trees. It seems like some of the cobbled stones that are surrounding most everything here have been purposefully dug up and stacked. And the dirt that is revealed underneath or was put in those places is now growing plants of all different kinds. You can see that there was a chimney installed, and there's gentle puffs of smoke drifting through it. Much more pleasant smelling than the Candle and Bone that you had been in previously. I say porch for not having a better word for it. There's a bit of an overhang where there's even more hanging herbs drying that Moriko and Kasumi would recognize from your various stints in cooking and using for your own purposes. And as you're kind of all standing out there and just kind of admiring all of this, what you thought was a stack of just marble slabs starts to move. And
Am I still drunk? I feel like I'm still drunk. I don't feel that drunk, but I kind of feel drunk. Is anybody else saying this?
Yes.
Okay, so you're drunk too. I see. We're all screwed.
it doesn't seem to really notice or acknowledge you, but it stomps very slowly, very purposefully, and you see it slowly reach towards a bush, grab a leaf, and pull it free. And it looks like it had been chewed through or is starting to turn brown, and it drops it to the ground, and it just starts stumping along, its head kind of looking around at all the plants. Then it'll stop, and it will stand perfectly still. What are you all doing?
Linus? I call out.
I mean, I think we have to go inside.
Sorry. So you call out, and you hear a very distant, "Yeah, I'm here."
Where?
There's a little bit of a pause, and you hear footsteps coming from inside the structure, and coming around the front entryway, you see a very tall firbolg. Very stocky, a bit heavy set, big bushy beard, wearing glasses at the end of his nose. Hair's a little bit unkempt, and he's got a brown apron. "Well, I've been right inside, tending to my... I'm sorry, do I know you?"
Rico's gonna nudge Zon.
Nine.
Didn't you want to buy potions and things?
I do.
I've got potions and things.
Nudges him closer.
I'm looking for
It's okay. Take your time.
I'm sorry, I am nursing a hangover.
I got a fix for that.
I am focusing. We will nurse this the way we always have.
You're one of them stubborn ones.
Yeah, by suffering.
Right?
So,
you're welcome to come on in and take a wee look-see around.
yes, please. And then I need reagents?
Reagents.
Yes, that one. Thank you, Moriko.
Do I need to help you inside?
No, I've got this. As he stumbles and steps inside.
Bottles inside.
Yep, sorry. I was typing something. You step inside and sunlight is pouring in through the roof. There seems to be the ceiling seems to be made of lattice worked glass. The interior looks much like the exterior. There's a multitude of plants growing within. It's warm, it's a bit humid, but it seems very, very calm, very comfortable in the grand scheme of things. He walks back to his workstation where he had been taking a plant from a small pot and seems to have been putting it into a bigger pot. And as he's kind of working on that, he looks around at you all. Right, so you said potions and alchemical things. Anything in specific you're looking for?
Yes, I am looking for diamond dust and reliquaries I can use for my spells.
Well, that's a bit interesting. I don't always deal with that kind, mostly the plants, but I do keep a bit of a box squirreled away here and there for that. Sorry, did you say you wanted it dusted or did you need it whole?
I need the dust of them. How much do you have?
I've got myself a fair bit of the dust, but depending on how much you need is how much I can sell it to you for.
But one second, let me just make sure I'm looking up the right thing before I get too far ahead of myself here. Yes. If you need at least 500 gold to maybe 1,000, depending on if you have that much available.
I've got enough to make that.
Yes. And then, do you have anything in the golden reliquary category?
The reliquary? Whatever for?
I summon angels. I am a priest, believe it or not.
Well, I'm sorry to say that I do not quite have that available at the moment. It's not usually in my purview.
No problems then. The diamond dust would be nice. And you also said you did potions?
I do make potions.
Do you happen to have something like this? And he pulls out his potion of spell recovery. It is spell recovery?
I've never heard of a spell recovery potion, but you have piqued my interest.
Well, you have, I do have a spare one. We could maybe work something out.
You're looking for 1,000 gold pieces worth of diamond dust. Let's say we cut that in half and do a little bit of a trade.
Sounds fair. If you have it, how hard do you think it would be to replicate it? Or more accurately, how much time do you think it would take to replicate it?
That's a bit of a loaded question. Depends on what's needed to make it. If it's something from far off places with materials that I don't have access to, then I'm gonna have to source that.
Who has Drinky? Who has the Kasumi? Is it you? Do you have the...
No.
Are you talking about Mr. Bottle?
Yes, who has Mr. Bottle?
Mariko supplies Mr. Bottle.
Mr. Bottle.
Well, hello.
I have given you this a few times before.
Sure have.
Would you be able to tell me what is in the potion of spell recovery?
Not a one.
Shit.
Pretty sure that's not in it.
I'm sorry to bother you.
It's okay. I was getting lonely.
Mariko keeps Mr. Bottle tied on her belt so he could be, like, seen.
Yeah, but
So
you don't talk to him.
It's fair.
You've kept me in the dark for so long.
Your pocket has a lot of lint.
It's got a deep ass pocket.
But you're not in my pocket. You're tied to my belt.
It was a joke.
Boy.
Well, that was my my smartness for the day. It was worth a try.
That was a very interesting little item there.
Yeah, he's very nice.
Seems it. Well,
Rico's been looking at the pretty plants.
he turns his attention back to Zahn. Well, my furry little friend, we have a deal.
So, what would it be? So, how much? Sorry, I am nursing the hangover, as I said.
I told you I had a cure for that, and you turned me down.
Fine. I will swallow my pride. Can I do that too?
Considering the trade we're about to do, this one's on the house. And he turns around, reaches up on the shelf, and gets a it's like a vial, but it kind of like tapers out at the bottom so it can kind of stand on its own, but it's still only about yay big. Now you pop that and do it in one go.
Oh, so that's easy. He does it accidentally almost drops the bottle and swallows it, but he catches the bottle. Oh.
It is spicy, your mouth is on fire, and your head is clear.
I can see! I can fight!
You're starting to feel a little bit of a grumbling in your stomach as whatever this potion is, it's doing something, and you're not 100% sure what the after effects are going to be.
Is there any side effects to this potion, as I can now apparently see in colors?
You might
get able to see in colors before?
Yes. And what was that?
You might get a hankering for some food in a little while.
I already had that, so this is good. It's a problem that I had before will only escalate.
It's different for everyone. So, 500 gold pieces. You give me the bottle. You get 1,000 gold worth of diamond dust.
Sounds like a fair trade. Let me remove that from my inventory.
He goes to a different shelf towards the back and seems to kind of like weave his way through some of the plant life, and you kind of lose sight of him for a moment. But when he comes back in his large, beefy hand, he's got two leather pouches held in his hand. He comes and he sets those down on the counter.
Sorry, I'm adding this to my inventory.
Mm-hmm.
Kasumi is kind of just very silently looking around. She just kind of step up and stands next to Zahn.
Yeah.
Question. She looks at the storekeep.
Yes.
Do you sell nightshade by the moonlight?
He narrows his eyes at you a little bit and looks at the rest of your companions. I've been known to. Sometimes by the river moon as well. Would you like to meet him?
I think I would.
And the others?
We're a package deal.
I'm attached at the hips.
Did you say you're attached at the hips? Okay. We can take you to sea. Once the deal's done did.
All right.
So Zahn, have you given the coin and the potion?
Yes, I have finished the transaction. I've added the pseudo item into my inventory, or items into my inventory, so you're good.
Okay.
I'm just trying to look something up real quick here. So ignore me.
Well, he has to go and do a bit of tending. But if you follow, you can meet him. And he goes outside, grabs, scoops up his watering can, and as he walks through the front entryway, he kind of glances to his right, Gives a little nod. Good boy, Copernicus. And then he turns left.
Gonna follow.
All right.
Rico follows.
Same.
I will follow as well.
We're all following.
Okay.
She's gonna like getting close to Kasumi, like, where are we going?
I have no idea.
What?
You follow after Linus, and he works his way, occasionally watering some of the plants, but he goes to the back of his shop and goes behind a hedge that seems to kind of make almost a box shape, and it's, excuse me, it's like a mini like maze. He kind of goes in, goes around the corner, and then he's behind it, and all you see is just like mossy, grassy loam in the back. And he's just kind of watering everything, and he's looking around, and as all 5 of you come around the corner, he gives a double stomp with his right foot, and the mossy loam begins to lift up like a trapped door, and you see that there is a hole in the ground with a ladder that goes underneath.
That I am sober. This would have sucked.
Is he going down or is he just standing there?
He's standing there looking at you expectantly.
Kasumi versus this guy.
Any specific instructions or guidance once we get to the bottom of the ladder?
He kind of narrows his eyes at you. Seems
We're
a
in
little
town
bit
visiting.
confused. Something tells me you'll know right what to do.
All right.
The weather's good and the
Oh.
rocks roll. You'll know which way the bird falls.
I don't understand any of this. Calamanga!
Well, go on. Go down into the hole.
Kasumi, you would catch on that he's speaking to you in Thieves' Cant,
Yeah.
saying, the Velvet Dagger will answer your requests.
Okay. Well, go on. Down the hole.
Okay.
Don's already sliding down.
As you
Don was
all
the first to grab that hay.
as you all go down the ladder and the hatch above begins to shut, you are in darkness for maybe 5 seconds before a light at the bottom lights up. And you find yourself in an underground tunnel. And that's where we're going to take a little bit of a break. So don't go too terribly far. We're going to see what Kasumi just got everybody roped into. We'll be back shortly. And we are back. All right.
Mhm.
So, I don't know why my microphone got turned down. That was a good check.
Nice.
Thanks. So, you were let down through a secret hatch by Linus after Kasumi spoke to him in a very odd rhythm. And you were met with what looks like an endless route of tunnels stretched before you. Soft torchlight can be found at every other intersection or so. Pretty much all of you except Zahn are able to see pretty well in the dark, if memory serves. So Zahn, you pretty much just see the different glows of light, and then there's patches where you can't see anything.
I can't see. Why can I always not see?
Because your eyes are closed.
As I'm not oh. Well, I still can't see very well now.
Would you like me to light a candle for you?
No, son. puts a light on his forehead.
Okay. What are you all doing?
Kasumi is walking down the tunnel and constantly looking around for any additional thieves' camp anywhere.
Okay. You find
Following Kasumi's lead.
a fair bit of thieves' cant. Only some of it is helpful. A lot of it looks like hastily written notes, insults to other people whose names you don't recognize. But there are a few that are kind of more directional. At the different junctions, you see bits of thieves' cant that seems to be directing you to the different districts that you've already passed through. The Forum Mercatus, the Vicus Ferraris is the Artisans Row where you had been just previously. It's pointing back the other direction. Nothing straight out of the gate seems to really help you until you see what essentially equates to a home base, an HQ. You start walking towards that direction.
Okay.
And these tunnels, they stretch on for, almost miles, it seems like. Every now and then you'll see a ladder that goes upwards. And as you're passing under those vertical tunnels, you hear the sounds of footsteps and talking from above. It seems like a veritable network of tunnels underneath the city. Eventually, the markings lead you to a wooden doorway that seems to be partially ajar. It's not fully shut. Candlelight is flickering through the gap, but otherwise it seems quiet.
Well, this is interesting. And she just kind of seems like at ease, just kind of strolling. She's going on a light stroll in an underground tunnel.
What is with us in tunnels lately?
Well, it seems we have found the underground tunnel system that may or may not be controlled by a local thieves guild.
Oh.
And this helps us how?
I don't know.
Fair enough. Good enough for me.
I saw the message and thought it could be useful, and here we are.
All right.
I mean, you never know. We need to find some way to convince the people that, things aren't going crazy, and also we're just passing by. Never hurts to have allies.
In a thieves guild.
Yes.
With thieves.
Yes.
I mean, some thieves are friendly.
Pez, what you telling me about a Kenku that was an assassin and a thief?
I don't
Really
know if
wanted
he
to
was
kill?
part of. I mean, I don't think he was part of Thieves Guild. I thought he was just part of the Emperor's, inner court.
Yes.
So, in your experience, how would these thieves be of help?
Well,
As you ask that
Often.
question, and Kasumi says, well, you hear a voice from the other side of the door. Well, if you would come inside, perhaps we could see, unless you wish to babble outside my door.
see? There we go. Let's go inside.
Do.
I'm just checking to
Walking
make
in
sure that
verse.
no one has anything that they want to do. All right. Opening up the door, it's like a completely different world from the tunnels you had been going through. It's like you've walked into the study of a lavish mansion. There's bookshelves, rugs, fine furniture, a chandelier hanging from the ceiling that looks like it costs more than some people's homes. And sitting in a very, very high back chair, like the headroom on him is like heads down here, the chair is still up to here, is what looks to be a human male, bit of a creep stash goatee combo kind of thing, hair perfectly slicked back, there's not a strand out of place, dark wine red robes, and he's sitting there with just a cup of tea, finger out, you know, the little saucer underneath, and he's just looking at you all. Well, these are faces I've never seen on my stoop. So tell me, and he takes a little sip, which one of you is part of the hand?
Kasumi steps forward. And
Those two.
Kasumi steps forward and greets him in Thieves' tent and just says, we are simply traveling, passing through, and I couldn't resist the temptation to introduce myself.
So you're not part of the hand. Well, in that case, and he sets the teacup down on the saucer and sits that onto his desk, and he kind of makes a show of waving his hands. Welcome to the Gilded Hand.
It's quite elaborate.
Thank you, we try. We are not the same ne'er-do-wells as some of our sister locations.
Sister locations.
But of course, there are guilds all over the world, are there not?
Yes, I just didn't know how acquainted they were together.
Well, the occasional correspondence between leaders, but otherwise. And he seems to be completely ignoring Yuzon and focusing on Kasumi.
Are they speaking in common or thieves can't still? Like, I
no,
don't know if
it is absolute gibberish. It's like the pig did a backflip and landed on the chair before selling it to the merchant.
I think Austin Powers Gold member where they were talking.
Yeah. It is absolute utter nonsense what you are hearing. I run a very different ship here. We do not steal. We do not kill. However, we make a profit. Nothing comes through the port that does not come through us first. Everyone knows it, even the Emperor, or he thinks he knows of it. So, I urge you to behave unless you wish to go and meet Seto on the depths. Are we clear?
Well, no worries there. They will be on their best behavior. I'm sure that since you are very knowledgeable, you will probably already know about us. We were the ones that arrived on the airship that was attacked by the dragon.
Yes, you have that very curious machine that is still currently hindering production.
Yes. The cart. Just to clarify, that's what we're speaking of, correct?
Yes, sorry, was my accent too thick?
No, I just like to be very specific. That is our home. We are simply passing by, but we are also running into some issues with the locals being fearful of Seto.
Yes, it has been a very busy morning for me.
I'm assuming it's probably not good when they decide to close ports.
He swaps back to comment at this point when he says, "No, it is not good for business." Mm-hmm. Zon, that's the first words that you've actually understood a full, sentence of. They've been saying a lot of words that you know individually, but in those lines, no.
Then it appears that we have a mutual goal.
And what goal might that be? He's speaking in common now. He's given up on Thieves' Cant.
Yeah, but
to get our cart off of the airship and to get the port opened back up.
For the
That
most
was
part, I couldn't
lovely.
care less about your cart, but getting my port reopened is my priority.
By the way, my name is Kasumi. These
A
are my
pleasure.
comrades.
My friends call me
to look at you
Lucio
guys.
Varro, but you are not my friend, so you will refer to me as the Velvet Dagger, especially when you are not in these halls.
Oh, we're using code names.
Yes, please, please give me a code name for Zahn. I'm pretty sure your code name is now just
I can't think of one. Kasumi, help me out. What would my code name be?
Probably. No, I'm trying to be nice.
Why?
Why are you all so mean to me?
Hey,
What?
I'm not mean to Zon.
Okay, then you pick a nickname for him.
Buns.
Yeah. Oh. This is
quite
exactly
soft.
this also mean.
You were gonna say
Yes,
soft?
No, I said that's quite soft.
Oh.
Yes. My code name is Buns, apparently.
People will fear the name Buns.
Yes.
They will tremble at their feet.
They will know it. They will see my buns and tremble.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to send that.
What was his name again? I'm sorry.
Lucio
Dagger.
Varro, the Velvet Dagger.
Borrow / Velvet Dagger.
I am Lakin,
Then.
scion of the depths.
That is
That's a
an
lot of work.
excellent code name.
Oh.
It's kind of my job.
He speaks to Seto.
The closest
For truth.
person to Seto.
Yes.
And what make you of this latest development what has closed down my port?
Oh, I'm going to ask her this evening.
Do tell.
Well, I'm going to see if she is responsible for these drakes or if they're just looking for home and plunder, as is a
Rubbish.
dragon's purview.
Yes, they're just assholes.
Not all dragons are assholes, you see.
No,
Dramatic
no,
dragons.
no,
They are
no,
evil
stop.
nature.
Mage hand over your mouth.
Zahn
Do you
jumped
think
on his face.
10 pounds of pressure is going to stop this mouth?
just-
Ha ha!
Zahn,
Don't touch me, skank.
Zahn straight up jumps on his face and face huggers him.
It is insane, and you have to be getting insane.
Knowledgeable of certain things, and he doesn't like to stop talking about it when you get him going. So
I could only hold him back for so long. Hurry!
All right, I'm done talking about dragons.
to give a perspective
Oh,
with
you are
the dynamic of our group, pretty much everyone in the group has the ability to directly communicate with a deity.
Mine's dead, so I usually talk to
No.
Godot.
No, she's
Oh
not.
wait, no,
He's
that's right,
not.
He's not.
You literally
So
spoke.
happy about that. I'm gonna
Lack of
drink it
faith.
again.
Well, aren't I just in the presence of some magnificent beings?
No, I think we're just average.
Interesting is a better choice of words.
Moriko.
Like, I'm average. Highlighter pink is average.
Yeah, and I'm a rabbit, he's an undead, and she's a fox, and he's a gun-wielding kobold. Average.
Yes.
Mr. Varro, what do you think of these talks of Seto being unhappy with the port?
Considering that you are asking these questions, I am assuming you do not know the history, the more recent history of our fair city. So let me give you a very quick
about
rundown.
the other attack.
So, there was a joint venture between the Romanan Empire and the Aslans to further detect their technology and try to circumvent the Southern Strait to continue trade, mostly across the continent, but perhaps to Drago as well. And so they came up with a method of sailing the clouds. During their tests, though, circumventing Seto's domain, or so she thought, she sent a thunder of blue dragons to slay both the ship and to punish the city from which it came from. As I'm sure you've seen, there are still repairs going on, even so many months after. It has been draining on the economy and my pockets. So to hear that another blue dragon has come so close to our city once again, you can understand the trepidations of the city. Yes, Lakin.
Am I aware of Seto being upset with the Romanan Empire?
Do I need to add these people to the list?
I'm going to say that no, you were not aware of it because it wasn't part of your concerns at the time.
Okay.
So while you do talk to Seto quite regularly, your conversations were, how do I proceed? Where do I go? What am I looking for? But considering that this was happening on the opposite side of the globe from you at the time, it wasn't really relevant for her to bring it up to you because it was kind of settled.
Okay.
Yeah.
Am I familiar with her method of sending blue dragons?
She's been known to send all kinds of beasties, and going off of what Varro said and the fact that blue dragons are generally known to be around, the water, she couldn't exactly send a kraken after a skyship. So, big scary
imagination.
Ooh, a flying kraken would be fucking insane.
What's that kraken?
No thanks.
Write that down.
No.
Yeah, write that down.
No.
Yeah, write that down.
Stop.
Flying
Flash
kraken.
his arms really hard.
like a helicopter.
Oh. It's like it's in Borderlands. They spin their feet really fast and they fly.
I hate.
The brain cells ping-ponging right now.
And underlined.
I hate everything that's happening
I
right
love
now.
these conversations we're having right now.
Mr. Varro, what is the proof that this is Seto's doing and not just a brace of dragons?
Well, currently, we have the High Priest of Seto, who has interpreted the ill omen from the report that apparently you brought to our port. Had you chosen to land at one of the other ports, then it would have been their problem, and I'd still be in business.
Was it that old grumpy man down at the docks?
Oh yes, that prat.
He thought he was better than us.
Oh, you're unconscious, son. Don't worry about it. All right.
Old gentleman,
Mr. Varro.
wooden trident staff.
Yes.
Just an asshole.
That would be Nereus.
Oh, he's an ass. That's for sure.
Well, I find most of the priesti. How do you say the plural of priests?
Just priest. Those priests over there.
A gaggle.
It's a murder. I believe that's
No,
it's
those
a
are of
murder
the avian
priests.
black-winged variety.
Oh.
Ah, yes. The crows and ravens.
Flock?
No, not a murderer fox. No.
A murderer fox.
Oh no, I can't say it. God damn it, I can't say it.
We are getting sidetracked big time here.
Needless to say.
Tomorrow, I will be speaking to Seto this evening, and I'll figure out what's going on and how we can circumvent this supposed interpretation of my lady's will. fucking fortune-telling prick.
I am eager to hear your report.
Oh, of course. If you want to send one of your people over to the docks.
I am concerned that even if you do circumvent this omen, I fear that those priests for all the deities have a fair bit of power in this city, but depending on what you come back with, we will burn that bridge when we cross it, as they say.
Zahn just stares at him like...
I had an idea. It's what I voiced earlier. If he needs to convince the people, he could make a big show out of it.
I am sorry to say that your friend here would not have the same sway as a high priest.
Just kill him.
What if we looked like a high priest?
This is unneeded.
What? It's an ability that I have that I could use.
What, you gonna dress him up?
I fear that it is not as
No.
simple as you would like to think. One, you would either need to convince... Please, let me speak. You would have to convince the high priest or convince him to change his word otherwise, and then he would need to go to the Senate. And from there, even with the Emperor and all of his might, if the Senate does not agree with him, their pockets are lined, as are mine, with what comes in and out of this city, and they are going to want to protect their investments. So...
It's the same emperors that we know? That we met? Yeah, it's the lion man.
Do they really need to go to the Senate? It's just convincing the people that the port's safe to open.
My dear, you are not very familiar with the Romanan hierarchy, are you?
No, I'm not from here. Clearly.
He kind of looks you up and down. Clearly. This city is run mostly by the Senate, with the Emperor at the head, but even he can be outvoted. Now, if you were able
was
to...
it the Senate that closed the port?
Unfortunately, Neris went to the Senate, called an emergency meeting, relayed what was told to him, and to protect their investments and to keep the city safe, they decided to close the port until they could hear otherwise. It is a tiresome, tricky hurdle.
As you guys do things like Rokusin, we just gotta do whatever the fuck we want.
And that is why your city is full of barbarians and is down one deity.
Not anymore, thankfully.
So, if this priest were to somehow change his mind, he would still have to go through just obstacles to get the port back open.
To a certain extent, but considering he is the one that raised the alarm, and he is the high priest of Seto, if he deems otherwise, at this point in time, he is probably the only one who could get the port to open again. So you, my giant undead friend, I would highly request, nay, I would pay you to go and supposedly speak to your god as closely as you appear to be. And he kind of glances to the side and eyeing your spell tome at your waist, kind of looking at that as proof of your claim. And then we will see what happens from there.
All right, well, just need the sun to go down.
For a backup option, we can't convince him.
Did any of those options involve killing that fucking loser?
I like that, I second it.
No, maybe not killing, but
Killing him will
Kasumi's
not solve the
there.
problem. There are more to take his place that are underneath him.
Kasumi, with a smirk on her face, casts Disguise Self.
To look like...
To look like the high priest.
Tell me, how good at you at being an asshole and sounding like an old decrepit man?
Oh, she's really good at that.
Kasumi grunts. She like
Yeah,
does
come on,
her best
Kasumi,
like
show how much-
scowl.
Show him how much of an asshole you can be. You do it to me all the time.
Make a performance check for me,
Okay.
as you are trying to imitate a man.
Yeah.
I
That's
am
not a girl,
an
that's a
old, decrepit
man.
And you smell like one too.
Smell probably worse.
22.
Like
22.
Werther's caramels have been in the sun for too long.
The wrapper sticks to them.
You do a relatively decent imitation of him. You've only heard him say a handful of words, so you would probably need to do a bit more research to really mimic him. But at the very least, you can look like him without fail. But yeah, having one conversation with him was not enough for you to really pick up on all the mannerisms and like vocal tics and such.
Yeah. She just kind of sits there and looks at her hands. She looks a little disgusted at looking her wrinkly hands.
Look, I flap when I move.
This is if this is the route that we could take, I could do some scouting tonight.
Should we also use our code names?
What's your code name?
Oh, I was kind of workshopping a couple of them. I mean, one of them was Dustwalker, and another one was Gunfrill, and I don't know.
Dustwalker is pretty good.
Oh,
I would
wait.
have to second that.
Well,
Ez is still just gone. Like, he doesn't know what he's doing.
This whole conversation, he's like, what name would I have?
He's sprawled on his back, laying on the rug, just like, my code name is.
Well, Kasumi's gonna drop disguise self, and she looks disgusted. She's just like, ugh.
Perfect. That's exactly what he looked like.
I can probably handle this.
That was unpleasant. How?
Well, I'm gonna go talk to the actual goddess, not an interpretation.
Right.
And then I'm going to go have words with this high priest of Seto
And not
set
kill
him
him.
straight. I'm not gonna hurt him. I might trap his soul in a cage, though.
I mean, can we not just like bring the old man along with us while you talk to him? Like maybe he could ask a couple questions.
Maybe. I don't like being in proximity to that old fart.
Well, I mean, if he gets annoying, I could shoot him in the head.
Oh, he wouldn't be dead permanently.
Let's calm down.
I am the epitome of calm.
Same.
All right, Mr. Varro. Appreciate your time. I will let you know what I hear.
I look forward to it.
We're staying at the Golden Eel.
Noted. Do tell. Sorry. Do tell, Madam Scathis that I said hello.
Will do.
Was this a girlfriend of yours?
An acquaintance.
Sorry, everyone in this city is very flirtatious.
Speaking of, is there a tunnel that leads to the Golden Eel?
Not directly. The place is too old and decrepit, and there's too many drunks that would stumble upon it accidentally. However,
It's true.
there is one that will lead you relatively close to the Wharf Master. Though I would more than likely try to avoid him. He's more ornery than I am.
I think you've been rather pleasant.
You did not see me this morning.
That is fair.
So, and he picks
Well?
up his saucer and teacup again. Off with you. You have a god to talk to.
Which way is the tunnel?
That way.
He turns his
That
gaze
door.
towards Kasumi. Your friend can find the way.
That door that we just came in, let's go out of it.
All right then. I pick up Pez and put him on my shoulder.
Dustwalker.
Come this way, Dustwalker. I figured you'd want to do something more involving your guns.
Look, colors are awesome, dude.
What?
It's true.
When did you get a hold of DMT?
Look, whatever was in that eel juice that we were drinking is eely.
It's just spiced rum. It's a cocktail.
Dust.
All right, Mr. Dustwalker. Come on, Buns.
Don't make that the usual.
Walker, Dusty Ranger.
God damn it.
Anyway. So, Kasumi, following the etchings of Thieves' Cant in the wall, it takes you a little bit of time. You're not familiar with the city, and even though you do read Thieves' Cant, you're not terribly familiar with the layout and what and where the different districts are and where the ladders are really leading you up to. Because he did say that the exit would lead you to the Wharf Master, but that doesn't really help you in the grand scheme of things. So make a investigation check for me as you are trying to interpret, and add a D4 to
Did
that.
you just smack me?
Yep, add a D4 to it.
Ow.
Why? Because I smacked you.
Should have had a V8.
I was gonna say, when you guidance people, are you doing like a good game coach, or are you?
No, their butts are all too low to good game, so I have to tap them on the head.
Okay.
It's more like a boop.
Like
Dirty
Duck, Duck, Goose?
20.
Dirty 20. It takes you a little longer than you were anticipating, but that's also just because you're walking through the city. And the amount of time that it took you to walk around and when you were shopping today, you went a fair ways. If you're looking at the city of Ariminum as kind of a taller city layout, you started kind of down in the bottom left and worked your way towards the north. So you're basically having to work your way back the way you would come before. But you start recognizing names. You'd seen some shop signs that you would pass by, but you weren't really interested in before. The Honeyed Fig, Mirror and Mane, the Poet's Cup, the Iron Flask, and eventually...
Hey, the Iron Flask? No!
No, let's go.
Eventually, you get to a ladder, and there's multiple etchings of Thieves' Cant there. A few of them have been marked off. One of them is a very kind of rude sentence that essentially equates to little green shit. And underneath that is dockside, that point kind of leading you towards that ladder.
Okay.
Join the dark side.
So
Going up the dark side.
dock side. Fuck, that still sounds like dark. Damn it.
Dock.
I can't get out of that one. So you head on up, and you're maybe a stone's throw away from that upturned ship half that the crowd had been gathered around before. It's kind of like a little side back alleyway, but as soon as you pop up, you can see the silhouette of it curving down the other side of the structure that you've come up from.
Oh, okay.
What are you all doing?
This looks familiar. The inn should be just this way.
Yes, to the eel of gold.
Okay. You're able to find the golden eel relatively easily. Most of the structures on the dock are in a straight line, and the different wharfs kind of peel off to the side. It's just as noisy, just as rowdy as before. Your booth has been claimed by another larger group of people. No real familiar faces that you've seen except for the workers that are there. What's her name? Karina is still there, if I remember the name correctly. Where'd it
She's
go?
the owner.
Ocarina of Time?
Yeah, Karina is still there. She's up at the bar, leaning against it with one arm, and seems to be talking to the dwarf behind it. All the tables seem to have their drinks and their food, and seems like a pretty active, rowdy evening.
Kasumi is going to cross the bar to go towards Karina, and she is, as she's going, she is very slyly eyeing the patrons to make sure that they're not doing anything rude, because she is just itching to use her mage hand again.
I'm gonna start flicking testicles on my mage hand.
Up check.
God damn it.
There is one table that you are walking towards, and you can smell the alcohol from it before you even get there. And as you pass by, your foxy sense tingles as a hand starts to reach towards you. What do you do?
Reach towards me?
Mm-hmm.
My invisible mage hand is gonna poke him in the eyeballs.
You hear, you look over and you just see hand on eye, face against table, just kind of rolling around. He's knocked over his tankard and the rest of his drink is spilling onto the table.
Kasumi just has a smirk on her face.
Hearing the commotion, Karina looks up, sees you, doesn't even acknowledge the person rolling around on the table. Hello, dear.
Hi. We just returned from an impromptu meeting, and an acquaintance sends his regard. The Velvet Dagger.
That greasy little fox.
Doesn't look like a fox.
Not fond of him?
Let's just say he's a sore loser and doesn't always pay his debts on time.
Oh.
A rogue who's a sore loser and covets money? Man, things must be very different here. I kind of felt like that's most rogues.
Anyway,
So
is
he
there
jabs
anything
him
I
in
can
the
help
ribs
you
with
with?
her mage
Is there anything I can help you
We
with?
just returned for the evening. I think we're going to be settling in.
Is it evening?
It's getting later on in the evening. The sun was a little bit low in the sky. It's kind of in, mid-afternoon, so 3-4 o'clock.
Right,
I'm hungry.
About 8. I'll head out to the old ocean.
Whenever you're
Are
ready
you
to go.
hungry, Zahn?
I want to come with you. I will eat while you do this.
No.
But I want to.
No.
Going to anyways.
You won't be able to.
Do what?
Go where I'm going.
I can sit on the beach and watch.
I feel like he might be going under the water
That's fine.
for a long time.
I can get a lot of food.
I guess you can sit on the beach.
Yay! My
I
stubbornness is
swear.
rewarded again.
Oh, you'll be rewarded.
Oh, I know. I'm probably going to get wet. What's new?
Okay. You get some food, maybe get some drinks. Lakin, you're keeping a very what's the word? Antsy, eager. You're anticipating the
I'm gonna
sun.
talk to my mom.
Yeah, you're
Mom!
you're
Mom,
anticipating
Mom.
the sun going down, and you are eagerly awaiting for the light to drift away.
When the sun goes down over the water, everything gets harder when the sun goes down.
He sings as he walks out of the golden eel.
Come on, Buns.
Yeah.
You have to cut that
homecoming.
copyright.
I'll risk it for the biscuit. Okay. The two of you head out. There's not an easy beach per se. This is a port.
I don't need a beach.
No, I know. I'm just saying for the sake of Zahn saying that he was going to sit on the beach. There's no real like sandy shore that you can sit on. But there's plenty of docks with ladders and ropes that kind of go down to where there's, dinghies and other little rowboats. So getting into the water and getting out is relatively easy, so long as you can swim. So it's kind of up to you on how you want to get into the water. Are you letting yourself down? Are you being sneaky about it? Are you just going to dive off a pier?
Well, I'm going to walk down one of the longest piers furthest out into the bay.
Okay.
And, kind of cut it up with Zahn a little bit. And as we are approaching the end, I will stop and look at him and say, you may wish to make yourself a little home here.
He plops his fluffy butt on the dock. And eats
All right,
whatever he didn't eat before.
Have a good one. I walk off the dock.
Okay. Another little bit of flavor text, just because I didn't mention it before since it was daytime. But there are, at regular intervals, there's large square-shaped pillars. And on top are giant brass or copper bowls. And these are all alight with flame. And they're lighting up pretty much everything. It's how the city stays alive in the evening. And they are... When you turn to look at Zahn and be like, are you going to sit here for, the whole night? You can see them lining the streets of the city. Just going off like the...
Nice.
It's just the entire city's glowing with fire. But yeah, Zahn goes and sits down. And then you say, see you in a bit. And straight into the water.
Nope, and I start doing my best Pirates of the Caribbean walk on the bottom of the ocean.
It's not difficult for
you. What do I see with my fancy magic eyes around me in the waters?
There's a fair bit of debris.
Debris.
Yeah, a lot of broken parts of ships, a fair handful of figureheads poking out of the sediment here and there. You see a large amount of glittering from the tributes of sailors giving things to Seto.
Good.
A majority of them are nearer to the dock. How far are you just like dropping right there and just saying, we're good? Or are you like going out?
I'm going out. I'm going
Okay.
like at least, I'd say 60 to 100 feet.
Okay. The tributes get a little bit less, but they're still prevalent. You still see them here and there. definitely times where maybe someone was asleep on the ship when they set off, and then they like, oh shit, and they get out and they, toss it over so that they can go back and, take their sleep shift. A lot of sea life is here. It's simmering down a little bit because that twilight period is now gone, but there is still the occasional flurry of a fin darting past some seaweed or going into a rock. But the water is remarkably clean here, apart from the occasional bit of driftwood. There's no real pollution, per se.
Good. I was going to have to blow up these ships.
Depth charge? Dude, an Eldritch Blast being fired underwater has to sound awesome.
I mean, it's force damage, so it's got some thumpage.
Yeah. All right. So you've wandered out, you've looked around, you approve of the state of the port from the seaside. What are you doing?
I will find any sort of debris that would be a little elevated out of the sand to sit on. And
okay.
We're going to contact other plane.
Oh, you're doing contact other plane. Okay.
Yeah, it's the most, direct way, I guess you could say, of talking to Mama.
Okay. Right. So, is that the one where you have to roll dice?
Yep.
Yeah, good luck with that, Chief. What you got?
God damn it.
Did you succeed again?
16. Yeah.
That would have been so funny if you
die
just
underwater, God, that'd be great.
That would be really funny.
Don would be like, he's been down there for 8 hours.
I guess he's just okay.
Zon would never go in there to look for you. He'd be like, I'm sure he walked back.
Okay, so I did look at the spell again, and I've been doing a little bit more than I technically should have to answer these questions. So I might do a little bit of flip-flop of both of what the spell actually gets you versus...
Well, it's your interpretation.
No, I know. But we'll see how the answer or how the questions go along. So you've cast a spell, unfortunately, successfully. What are your questions?
And keeping in mind my connection to her, I was hoping this would help me a little bit more as a straight line connection. Because, she owns my soul and all that.
All that jazz.
My Lady of the Depths, it has been some time since we have spoken. I would begin my questioning. Are you angry with the people of Romana?
Let's get a little bit of a different vibe for the music here.
I've been a complete asshole, by the way, and did not turn on the music.
That's fine.
Just it's a scrub-like behavior. I'm fixing that right now.
It's just ambient fun stuff. All right.
I like fun stuff.
As you finish casting the spell and you begin to ask your question, even though it is nighttime and you're in the water and just the general silt and stuff that's flowing through is making it kind of dark and murky, with your special eyes, it's usually not a problem. But as you are finishing asking the question, the ocean around you darkens significantly to the point where even your magical vision cannot pierce through. And in the distance in front of you, there's a soft glow that gets brighter and brighter and larger. And the first thing you see is a large arm come to rest on the silt, followed by another to cross over it. And then the face of your deity, Seto, looms into view. The bioluminescence around her eyes and the gently floating frills of her that come from her head and her arms is what's providing the luminance currently. She smiles and shows large pointed teeth. No. They have pleased me greatly.
Seeing her showing herself, I will get my ass off that driftwood and go to a knee and bow in front of her.
It is good to see you, my lady. 'Tis been too long.
I would say it is good to see you in one piece, but that would be a lie.
The plan moves well. But these mortals, they hinder our movements towards my goal. Your goal. Where are the dragons coming from, my lady?
The dragon that was sent was not by my hand.
Do you know who?
I do not. Something escapes my eye. I believe that's your third question.
Yep. This high priest who interprets, and I say that with a lot of venom, interprets your will, has stated that it is you that has caused this misfortune. This soothsayer must be silenced. It would be only by your grace to show him, if you can.
This one you speak of is not one of mine. Mine has already been silenced.
I just want you to know, I'm going to kill this guy.
Kind of like flowing in and out of my dread form at the amount of rage
The
that I'm
hand
feeling at this moment.
The hand lifts up and a large finger just gently caresses the side of your cheek to calm you down.
I will rectify this, my lady, so that your name is not sullied. This group, these Tempests, I feel success is on the horizon. These hurdles that keep getting in my way, they are troublesome and irksome, but I have seen the full breadth of their ability, and I know that they can accomplish this task.
Knowing it is not you that has anger has left me at a loss to ask you a final question.
Then perhaps some advice. The one that is not mine, I cannot see. A void on land. The rules of the Romanans will hinder you further if you let forth your ire. Take care. Be wily. And the finger comes out again and kind of like just one finger across the top of your head. Use that brain of yours instead of your brawn.
She cast guidance on me.
I do not wish to see you fail and lose your chance with the ones that you have grown fond with.
I will do as you say.
For it is not him that you must convince, but those he has weaseled his words into.
I can outwill this liar.
Good luck. And she swoops backwards, the sediment coming up in the rapid motion of just the giant nature of her moving so much water. Even your magical vision isn't able to see through it. And once it starts to clear away again, you see a figurehead has been unearthed in front of you and just kind of like lopsided, missing half of its face. And glancing upward, you can start to see the twinkling starlight through the waves above.
That is going to take a lot of me to not put him down. But the mission comes first.
I'm going to teleport back onto the dock right next to Zahn.
Took you long enough.
I was only gone 10 minutes.
Took you long enough.
I kick him in the water.
My food!
Okay. As Zahn goes careening into the water after his food, that is unfortunately where we're going to have to end for tonight.
No, I have to tell them.
Write it down.
Well, we're fighting my schedule for tomorrow and also a dwindling battery for one of our other players. So that is unfortunately where we're going to have to end for now. However, we should be back in the next 2 weeks to figure out where this is all going. So,
going south.
Thank you all so much for joining us, for listening in. We're at 3%, so I'm going to wrap this up quick and in a hurry. Good night, everybody. Be safe. We'll see you the next time we go live. Join the Discord. We're always hanging out in there. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
If you're offering to set up.
Thanks for listening to the Fools and Flagons podcast. If you enjoyed this past adventure of the Tales of Archeron, you can catch us live on Fridays at twitch.tv/Fools and Flagons.